Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a Halloween tutorial. Happy Halloween! Yay! So today we are a leopard. This is happening. I got a lot of inspiration off of Google. There's this picture right here, and then this one right here. So I took inspiration from actual pictures of leopards, just incorporated what I wanted from them in this look, and then added my little creative twist to it. So I really hope you guys like the video. If you guys want to see how to get this fierce, sexy leopard Halloween look, then just keep watching. So you can't do a leopard look without leopard ears. So I already primed my skin and I used the Too Faced Primed and Poreless Pure. I already did my brows too. I will leave that info down below. Next, I'm just going to color correct a little bit. I'm using the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer in the shade Brightener. This one's like a peachy tone concealer, so I'm just going to run that through any problem areas that I have and then blend that out with this super squishy and cute pink beauty blender. This is by SL Miss Glam on Instagram. She also has a YouTube channel too. She's super sweet and her Instagram page is super cute. It's very glam and girly and pink, and she also sells makeup brushes and stuff, so check her page out. I will leave her info down below. So for this look, I wanted to go in with the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation because it's full coverage and it lasts a long time. I'm in the shade 5.0 just in case you're curious, but I'm just going to go ahead and dot this all over the face and then blend it out with a damp blending sponge. I'm just going to use that same sponge that I used to blend out the concealer. Next, to keep that full coverage vibe going on, I'm going in with the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. This one's in the shade Custard. I'm just going to pop this underneath the eyes and in my usual cream highlighting areas, and then I'm going to work that into the skin with that same blending sponge. To shake and bake, I'm going in with the Airspun powder and I'm using a damp beauty blender to apply it. And then I'm just going to dust that off with the SL Miss Glam Classic Powder Brush. This is the number W01. And we're just going to dust all that baking powder off. Now we're going into the Pure Cosmetics Transformation Palette. This is new with Pure Cosmetics and it's super dope. There's 3 putty to powder shades, so they're like a cream shade that like dries into powder, and then it has 4 shadow shades which are really pigmented. So first I'm going to go in with this more brown shade and I'm just going to be contouring with this, and I'm going to be blending that out with that same sponge that I've been using. And then to add some flush to the cheeks, I'm dipping my blending sponge into the blush shade, and we're just going to just pat that right on to the cheeks, you know, blush it up. Moving on to our ojos, I'm going into this terracotta shade. This is a powder product. All the shades on the top are powder products. They're all eyeshadows. And I'm just going to be buffing that into the crease and upper crease using my Sigma E40 tapered blending brush. I am going to be creating a cut crease for this look if you noticed in the intro. So this is the start of my cut crease. So next we're just going to start cutting that crease and just really defining it. I'm using the Fluffy Eye Shading Brush W19 by SL Miss Glam. How cute are these freaking brushes? They're just so cute with their gold detailing and their pink and their jewels. They're just so cute. Anyway, we're just going to start really defining that crease. I'm going to concentrate the color more so in the center of that cut crease and then fade it out towards the outer corner and fade it in towards the inner corner. Now I'm just taking the Too Faced glitter glue and just dabbing that onto the lids. It really helps at making the glitters in any eyeshadow or pigment or any glitters in general just really stick to your lids and really pop. And then I'm just going to be picking up this antique gold shade in the palette. I'm using my Sigma E54 medium super brush to pat that onto the lids and then kind of drag it out towards the outer corner and just really wing it out. I'm also dragging it and winging it out towards that inner corner as well, just so we have like a cat eye look going on. I am going to be adding this highlighting shade to the brow bone using the SL Miss Glam Eye Angled Shading Brush W17. For a super fierce cat eye, I'm going in with the Tarteist Clay Paint Liner and my Sigma E06 Winged Liner Brush, and I'm just going to wing the heck out of my liner. Don't be afraid of that wing, girl. Work that wing and slay that wing. Here I'm taking the ColourPop Cosmetics Cream Gel Liner in the shade Swerve, which is just like a black eyeliner pencil or a black gel liner, and I'm going to be running this along the lower lash line to define it. I'm then going to take my MAC eye kohl in the shade Fascinating, which is a white eye kohl, and I'm going to be applying this along the waterline. This is going to give us a little bit more of a cat-eye effect, but then also make our eyes look a lot larger. Next, I'm dipping into this burgundy or more aubergine type of color, and I'm going to be running that along the lower lash line and smoking it out. I'm also going to be angling it along that white liner just so we can really define it, and it's really going to help to make that white eyeliner pop and stand out a little bit more. For mascara, I'm going in with my fave. This is the Pure Cosmetics Fully Charged Mascara, and I'm just going to be coating the upper and lower lashes. And then for falsies for this look, I'm going in with Cocoa Lashes in Goddess. They're just very flared out, so they look very cat-eye-y, and they're spiky too. So I feel like it works really great with this look. I have no idea what happened to the footage of me applying it. It just disappeared, so they're magically going to be on my face. Now to get our nose to look a little bit more leopard-like, I'm picking up this contouring shade using the SL Miss Glam Precise Crease Brush W25, and I'm just going to go ahead and start contouring my nose. Not the way that I would usually contour it, more so in the way of a leopard. To chisel them cheeks a little bit, I'm going in with the Pure Cosmetics Jumbo Bronzer and the SL Miss Glam Angled Blush Brush W05. And I'm just going to buff that on in there and blend it on out. Now for the fun part, finally, I'm using my BDellium Tool 708 eyeliner brush to dip into that glittery, creamy black shade in the palette. It is a putty to powder, so it is going to be very creamy, but it's also going to dry to a powder, which I really love. So we're just going to start to create a leopard-like nose and do like that little leopard line down the center. And then I'm taking my Ben Nye Clown White Face Paint, and I'm taking I think this is a Real Techniques setting brush, and I'm going to be just dabbing that on to my upper lip, I guess, what do you call that area? Upper lip area. And I'm going to be creating kind of like an illusion of a leopard-like mouth in a way. I'm using the pictures that I have as reference, so I'm just trying to make it look a little similar. I'm also going to be applying this to the chin area as well. Next, I'm going back into that black shade, and I'm going to be applying our leopard mustache dots. That's what I'm going to call it. And I'm applying this in a smallest to biggest fashion. So the smaller part is going to be in the inner, and then the outer part will be the biggest little dot. And I'm just going to do that. I think I'm doing like 3 rows of it, and then just going outward with it. And then I'm going back in with the Ben Nye Clown White, and I'm using that to create the whiskers because the whiskers on the leopard photos that I have are white. So I'm just using my brush to flick it out. I'm doing 3 on each side because I wanted it to look a little bit neater and not so messy and crazy. So we're just going to do 3 on each side. Now for the spots. I'm going to warn you right now, this is the most tedious task of the entire look. So I'm just going to pick up the terracotta shade. I'm using a brush that I got. This came with the Urban Decay electric palette. So if you have that palette, then you have this brush, girl. But if you don't, just use like a small flat brush. It'll work best that way. So I'm just going to go ahead and start to create just little random dot looking shapes on my face. I want them to be a little bit messy because we're going to be outlining them with the black. So I'm just going to go ahead and start creating them into like a, I don't know, like a bean-like shape, I guess you would say. So just do a bunch of those. On my face, I did them a little bit smaller as opposed to the ones that I did on my neck. The ones on my neck are going to be a little bit bigger because I felt like it flowed a little bit better. Now I'm picking up that antique gold shade, and I'm going to be applying this directly in the center of those spots. I just thought it would be a cute little touch to add a little bit of shimmer in there, and the gold I feel like tied in with the eye look. So we're just adding that in the center. Now I'm just picking up that black shade, and I'm going to be using that to outline our spots. I'm doing about 2 lines per spot. In the reference pictures that I have, the leopard's spots weren't perfectly outlined. There was spaces in between them, so that's what I'm trying to mimic here. So leopards have black lips, so I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Lipstick in the shade Midnight. Now to make our chin and our forehead look a little bit fur-like, I did use the white clown paint on those areas. So I'm just going to take the spoolie and run it through so it looks kind of furry. And now I'm using the highlighting shade in the palette, and I'm going to be dabbing that on my lips just for a little bit more added dimension. And this is the final look. Alright, so that's gonna be it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this leopard tutorial and decide to try it out this Halloween. If you decide to try it out, tag me. I would love to see your recreations. I'll leave a hashtag down below where you guys could tag it to, or just tag me on Instagram. That would be cool too. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel too if you're not already. I do have more Halloween tutorials coming your way. Subscribe to my channel, this way you don't miss out. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye! This is legit the most tedious part. Wow.